in 2015, your husband passed away.
That's correct.
And the thing was, it was very sudden. It was Dad. 10 months or so later, the two of you, mum and son, decided to move into this property together, correct? Yes. And then at that stage, that's when you discovered that there was this massive outbuilding, the picture that we've seen, correct?
Yes.
Let's get to the subject of this dispute. Two parts of it, in effect, madam. April 2016, you went and had a temporary fence fitted, correct?
That's correct.
And that cost you £1,025?
Yes.
You put that fence 3 feet back into your garden.
That's right.
And it's a very nice fence.
Because there was so much rubbish and debris on the other side, so we had to bring it. We couldn't use the boundary line and the overhanging roof of the lodge, wherever it's called.
Now, what you say is very important. The debris is his problem. In other words, when your builder said to you, there's debris, I can't build a fence on the border, you said, or should have said, rubbish, my border, I'm going to put my fence there. Got in touch with Greg and said, get rid of your rubbish. The second reason that your builder gave you, madam, was that there was overhang.
That's right.
And therefore, it was simply not feasible to put up that fence, correct?
Right.
Understood. Now, I go back to the law. When I read your claim, before I had seen Greg's reply, I was very worried indeed, because let me tell you, madam, your case was, as far as I was concerned, unanswerable. For this reason. That's good for you, by the way. Because if that structure, even if it was under the 4 metres, according to planning regulations in the area, any building over 2.5 metres needs to be a minimum of 2 metres away from the borderline. Now, Greg, I'm going to ask you, please, to come to the screen and help me. Can I ask you to step forward? Now, what I can see there, it's rather difficult. Can you please point to me to Tom and Anne's garden?
So that's here? This area here?
Now, what I've got, and it looks like, on the top of it, a lot of rubbish.
This is the log cabin in construction.
What's important here is this, madam. What I'd like you to do is draw round the perimeter of the roof of the spa. That's it. Understood. Now, that's the one that we saw from their garden. That, I have to tell you, sir, looks really, really ugly. But there is a gap, do you see? And there is another building. Draw, if you can, round that other building. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. 2 step back. Thank you. That is not, madam, the spa. That is a shorter building, which, as I understand it, is certainly lower than 2.5 metres. It's, in effect, a big shed. As a matter of planning law, that shed does not need to be 2 metres back from the boundary. Why is the fact that you've built that fence his liability, madam?
Because we had to move our fence back because of all the rubbish.
Well, but you see, madam, the fact that your builder didn't clear away rubbish, could have done, the fact that there was a shed there was a matter for you to resolve before you built the fence. But as a matter of law, I have to help you with the law. You would have had to have paid for a fence in any event if it is on your land. The fact that you built a fence as a matter of law is not his liability. The second part of your claim is for the cost of replacing the original boundary fence, the whole thing, in other words, right?
Yes, back to its proper position.
I understand, madam. Now, you haven't actually done that yet, correct?
Correct.
But you went and got a quote. How much was the quote?
3,500.
But you haven't spent that money yet,
No.
right? It may be you need to spend that money. It may not be the case. But as of yet, that's not a damage that you've personally suffered. Do you see?
Yes.
So at this stage, how am I to give you an award of that sum?
I don't know, to be honest.
You understand my problem. For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.